The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What is up, Octo Nation? It's Charlie. I'm going to be your host for today. Let's get right into it. Let's start off with some news. All right. PSTH, the big unicorn coming out here pretty soon, right, is supposedly coming out and launching this Wednesday. I think they got their last SEC they needed in order to get this thing done that was released this morning. So that's done. It's probably going to, get released on your broker probably midday tomorrow or something, but you probably won't be able to buy it until Wednesday. And a lot of new SPACs that come out, you can't buy them pre-market either. You've got to buy them the first day when market opens. So I think it's gonna be exciting to watch. I still don't know if I'm totally getting in unless I can get in super low. I'm not gonna FOMO into that one because again, these are just units that are popping right now. So pay attention to that. Bunch of new SPACs coming out, tons of them. It's like every time every 4 hours is a new one. It's insane. All right. There's a new one that came out today though that I think is worth bringing up, and I'll tell you why. The guy who's doing it is none other than Alec Gores. I don't know if any of you have seen another video I did about him. I brought him up a couple times. It's him here. The new one is called Gores Holdings V Inc. All right, this is fifth one that he's done just under that brand of SPAC. This one is going to have a $400 million purse. But why do we care about that one? Because there's really not any information on it yet. Other than that, it's because this is his fourth one. Okay, this is the fifth one that he just released today and said is coming out. The fourth one isn't even done yet. Okay, and I didn't even know this fourth one was out because he's got another one that I'm in, which I thought was like his fourth one, but he just named it different. But no, he's actually also got a fourth one, so he's going to have three all at once. But the fourth one isn't done yet, which tells me that not only does he probably have a darn close target deal done with the fourth, but he's also probably got one in mind for the fifth, and he's like, okay, well, the fourth one's pretty much tied up. I'm moving on to the next one. I'm gonna have my legal department handle all the paperwork. I'm out. He's moving to the next one. This guy is an absolute shark. Okay, I like this guy a lot. Now, the fourth one has got a $425 million purse. The ticker on that is GHIV. Okay. While we may pursue an acquisition opportunity in any business, industry, or sector, we intend to capitalize on the ability of our management team to identify, acquire, and manage a business that can benefit from our experienced members. Management team done diverse sectors, including industrials, technology, telecommunications, media, and entertainment, business services, healthcare, and consumer products. So this is some broad range things, but I like them almost all. Okay, of course we all kind of wish it's going to be another electronic vehicle, but there are some cool plays. I could speculate for 5 days on what this could randomly be. I'm not even going to get into it. Regardless, I feel like the fifth one getting released is proof that the fourth probably already has one that's pretty much done and is going to be released at some point here pretty soon. So I want it. So I had to let y'all know about it too. So do you guys remember the video I did? I don't know if anyone's seen it that's on here today, but it was about the one that he's in called GMHI. And that's the one I thought was his fourth one after his third one. But he actually has the fourth one and this GMHI. And this one it's pointing that it's going to be a food play, consumer food play, which I'm all about. Grocery store, consumer-y type food play. All right. He was the guy who brought Twinkies and made them famous, 4 years ago now? Finally brought them to market and skied them, and everyone made money. It was great. So this will put Mr. SPACtastic himself juggling 3 SPACs all at once, which is awesome. I like that. All right, let's take a look at some charts, shall we? We've been having kind of a crazy about a week and a half, huh? Where things have just kind of been going down a bit. Nicola's still popping down. Okay, we had a massive gap today. Check that out. That is a nasty gap. That's what we woke up to this morning. Y'all see that? Ugh. Came back up with some love, but look at what happened today. It woke up to this gap. People actually fought it a little bit and tried to green it. Came up a little bit, but instantly rejected, slammed right back down. It looks like it's definitely got probably a line here back somewhere. Let's see if we can find a line where it's at. Yep, we've got one right here. Let's go ahead and draw that for you. Put in one of these horizontal rays which shoots it straight across. We're gonna make this red because we do not want to go below it. Got tagged here, there, almost, and then another gap entry probably here. It could have tagged it in here, but it's sitting at about 38 bucks. If it breaks below this, it's probably going to keep going. And that, I don't see any other major line. I mean, maybe 35, but maybe 20. But if it breaks this 38, that is not good news. So hold on and just prepare. You know, you're going to have to decide yourself what to do. Either cut your losses, move out, and just put the money, even though you might be down 20%, you can take the money, put it into something that you're darn sure is going to go up at least 20%, you know, and then turn that red into a green, you know, get it to 40. You know, sometimes you just got to do that. Take that money, move to somewhere else, and let's just move on and forget about it. The Spartans, let's take a look what we got. So, you know, we're down 5% on the day. But you look at the charts of the lines we already have, and it doesn't look that bad at all, okay? We're still kind of riding this 15 line here, but it's not too bad. It went down to 1463. It definitely doesn't look good. Let's see if it's got any sort of line that we can follow that'll help us out. Maybe some sort of bear wedge or bull wedge here. It's kind of a bull flag, okay? It's kind of a flag. It's pointing down like that, and then it's got the tail. Chances are when it finally breaks out of this green line here, which is gonna be right around 1475, 1477. If it breaks above that, it'll be headed to 15, and then if it slams this 15 again, I think it's gonna be ready for moon. So regardless, nothing has changed the fundamentals of business. I mean, other than the fact that it's getting more and more popular. Once a lot of bigger money and older money gets a hold of this thing and really starts understanding the business, what we really have here, how he's capitalizing on the meat of the market, this thing is just going to be gonzo. So, pretty excited. The warrants really got hammered today. They took a hit at 10.3% negative. But again, you know, when you're zoomed out, it doesn't look like that big of a deal, right? Yeah, it kind of just still looks like it's right in this channel. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, really not much. It's just still been kind of consolidating around, you know, 1370-ish since the 14th. So for about a week, it's been doing this consolidation. Consolidation is actually, you know, healthy. Other than, you know, you don't want something just keep going day after week, just boom, boom, boom. I mean, you do if you can follow it, but that's bound just to do the same, kind of what this did. All right. So whatever, consolidate a little bit more. That's all that's happening right here. Is just surfing this wave. Okay. Just surfing this wave. No big deal. It is maybe getting kind of tighter, but you know, not much else to say other than just watch it. I want to see it definitely get above 4. You know, we need this thing at like 415. If it gets to 415, it should be skying. Okay, so if it's around 370-ish or whatever, it's still just dancing. Whatever, just move on. I haven't really watched any of these today. LCAH. This one's kind of doing a slight upward trend right now. Let's see what we got. It's following a line decently, but it still looks totally healthy. You know, I mean, it went up about 5% today. That's great. We do actually have a major line here. Let's go ahead and draw a ray in. Shoot this baby across. Where are we at? This could be red, okay? So we're actually playing and consolidating right at this red. If we can really, get a little bit higher, 1375, above where we're at today, which is 1380, 1385, then there's nothing left for it to hit. There is at this gold here actually at 415, but it's nothing major. There's only one point that it hit it, and that was just in July 9th. But still looks fine. It's going up, so that's good. QQQs went up huge today. All right, 2.84% on the tech. Look at that. I mean, you can't get a better looking candle than that for a day, huh? Everyone just said, go, let it go. Let's just bull it. All right. It's fantastic. Big channel move out. It's right in the middle towards the north of it. Looks completely healthy. Let's keep riding. SPY. SPY went up 0.8% today. It's looking totally healthy too. I mean, it's pretty strong north looking candles for the past couple days, of trading. So that's fantastic. One thing I do want to bring up is one definitive correlating factor that usually seems to exist is the dollar. Okay, the US dollar. When the US dollar goes down, okay, gold and silver likes to go up, because when people can't rely on the dollar, the next thing they go to is gold, and then usually silver, and then from there other things. But look at this gap down in the dollar today. That is so nasty. We're from a dollar, when you're looking at a dollar standard, it went from $95.80 down to 95.74. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but any gap like that, that's not good. I don't see any other gaps, at least recently. Okay, so pay attention to the US dollar. This does mean a lot to every stock, no matter what. Okay. Oh, and look at that. What did we tag here? Back in June, we're tagging the low of June exactly. So pay attention to that. 95.75 is where we're trying to either break below or above. So just pay attention if you're into the gold and the silver miners or any other plays with them. If this dollar all of a sudden starts shooting up to 97 again, watch, gold and silver is going to start going down again. And it usually lags. Silver always lags. It could take it a week before it starts. Silver's still way lagged behind gold, but regardless, watch this dollar index, okay? Now, silver today, did great. It went up. Where are we at here? Yeah, this was all today. Unbelievable. It went from $19.29 all the way up to $19.19. So that's huge. Look at that run for silver right there. Hasn't been that high in a long time. Since where are we at? I don't know. Years. Okay. Don't want to get too far into it, but I mean, we're sitting huge. Okay, maybe back in 2016. Since 2016, it hasn't been that high. 2016, it got all the way to, oops. In 2016, it got all the way to 21.24. So pay attention to that. That's the next level we need to get to for silver, which is huge. So if you got those miners, hold them. All-time highs were still up around 50. So if it breaks that, we can start headed there. There's not much resistance at all until you get to 34. So keep an eye out. Gold, let's take a look at where gold hit today. Almost, wow, look at that. Unreal. Still running, okay? Still running hot. Look at that green. I mean, almost follow the QQQs, just straight green. Everyone says release the hounds, let them go. Just let them go, okay? I mean, that's getting to the top of a channel though too, almost, So this could go south a little bit, and try to head down to like 1772, but gold right now is at 1816. And as long as that US dollar keeps going down, Gonna be totally fine. Headed to all-time highs. Look at this. So the highest it was back in June of 2011. So after 2008, the big crash then that happened. One of the first things that always takes off after a big dip in the market is gold, because people need, look at it as a security blanket for their money or assets. So they move stuff to gold. So 1915 is where it's headed, because it broke past all these right here back. Other than that, that's it. It's above it. So we're headed to all-time highs on gold. Unreal. So here is the Gores. Is this the 5th? No, this is the 4th. Okay, this is the one. This is what I'm gonna be buying tomorrow. Maybe the PSTH if they let it come out a little bit early, but so far just GHIV DXY is what I'm picking up for tomorrow, because that announcement of the 5th proves to me he's already on to the next one, whatever. Now he could do something crazy like we've seen. Can anyone name the stock I'm thinking of right here, where he can announce the new one and then right away get an LOI signed with the new one, and then the 4 still doesn't even have one yet, and then that one's still just stuck writing. Can anyone name that stock that just happened with another merger? Huh? What is it? If you have any other comments or questions, put them down in the comments. If you have any plays you want me to take a look at, any tickers I'm totally missing that you want me to, like, dude, how come you're not talking about this? Chances are I don't like it, or there's people who've been bringing up ones I've never even heard of before too. So put them down in the comments, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because it's going to prove that we need to keep moving on with this and keep making these videos. Thanks again. Y'all have a good rest of the night.